Right, a follow-on video here from the one I done the other day where I alleged fraud been allowed to go through Belfast High Court unchallenged. I said actually that my loans have been sold off to Lightsource Renewable Energy sometime 2010, 2011. I actually stated that my loan accounts had been brought down to zero in 2015. Apologies for that, I was pulled on that actually by Landsteel. It was actually 2011. My mistake. So I'll show you the proof of it here now. Here's my original account numbers in Lisburn, First Trust Bank, 047613998, balance 418,082 quid 96. Then I'll come down here, loan account number 00665,347, new account number. This is in Ann Street in Belfast. Date of first drawdown, 9th of May 2011. 5th of May 2011, zero, brought down to zero. 9th of May, new drawdown, 418,000, same amount. There's another one there for 365,000, same thing. There's the original account number, new account number. Now, they don't usually change account numbers in banks. Your account number, even if you change from Lisburn to Belfast, same number travels with you. But here's something else here as well. You'll note, this is to do with this loan here. 28th of January 16, 418,000. That's only, what, a year and a half ago. This bank isn't adding up the interest in these loans. The reason they're not adding the interest up is, as I stated to you, is these loans have already been sold off. Now, we'll go over here to Lightsource Renewable Energy. We'll go here to the appointment of receivers, which I said there recently I would do. 14th day of December 2011 between AIB Group, they appointed Colliers, right? Now we go to the first paragraph, and again this word comes up, comprised in folios. It's not all of the land's comprised in those folios. If this charge is good, it only relates to about 10 acres of land, right? The bank made demand for payment on the mortgage on the 8th of April. Bank never made any demand for payment, right? Now, you may think these are small things, but one other thing here too. 995,000 was way off the mark. Now what happens is here, when you get one of these, if you've got a business, you get one of these, you go to your solicitor if you're mug enough, and he'll send this back to them again. And they'll send them out a brand new one, all done nice and proper, so as the receivers and your solicitor and them can work together and get you kicked out onto the side of the road. Most solicitors in Ireland are at that the minute. You know, stay out of their offices at all costs. Now, this is the big flaw in this one. Executed as a deed by the bank in the presence of somebody, I think it's Emerson, somebody White. Executed as a deed by the receivers in the presence of, not signed. Who's ever going to sign that there, right? The reason why Colliers didn't sign this document is they knew damned well that these loans were sold off and what they were doing was illegal. Because if you don't owe the bank any money, they knew that the bank had no right to appoint them. Simple as. Now there's one other little flaw I'd like to show you in this, in the back of this here. Very proficient here, putting the time of acceptance in, 1430, 14th of December 2011. Up here, known as circa 100 acres. Circa 100, they don't write the words 100. Anyone can make a mistake, as receiver documents have a habit of doing. Made another big mistake, and this would be another reason why I would say this was backdated from March 2012 to December 2011. Date of the 11th day. If you check the 11th, that was actually a Sunday. But then we'll go on ahead here to the appointment of Thomas Martin Keenan by AIB Group. Totally illegal. Whenever land is handed over to receivers are then in charge of that land. The bank has nothing more to do with it. So what's supposed to be along with this here is a deed of discharge where Colliers handed over to Thomas Martin Keenan. There is no deed of discharge. I've been writing to both outfits now this past 18 months, over 18 months, looking to view the original deeds of appointment and deeds of discharge. They won't, because they know that what they're doing is illegal. The bank wasn't owed a cent whenever these outfits were appointed. Turn over here again. Executed as a deed by the bank. Couple of names scribbled on there. Executed as a deed by the receiver. Anyone know who this is? I don't, and neither would anyone else, and no one's ever going to witness that. Now, another big bogey here is, I showed this, it was actually Justice Horner that originally heard this case in or around Christmas 2014, and he recused himself, and I'll explain to you why he recused himself. I had a deal here with a competitor of Lightsource Renewable Energy worth 258,000 per annum. And on the next page, I want to go through this quickly here, keep these videos down a bit. There will be a further inclusive payment on turbine generation. This was for wind turbines, obviously, and solar on the same lands, of 10% of income. Further inclusive payment on solar, 3% of income generated. Basically, what that means is I had a deal there over a 25 or 30 year period worth 8 to 11 million pounds. Justice Horner in December 2014 told me in the case that the bank may not want to become landlords. But what Horner, what his real problem was, apart from him owning the bank supports and money himself, he would have been speaking to William Gowdy before this case ever took place, which isn't supposed to happen, but it was patently obvious he had, because whenever the case opened, he told me that he had viewed the charge documents. So the only way he could have viewed those is if he was speaking to William Gowdy. But also, William Gowdy worked under Mark Horner when Mark Horner was a QC up until 2011, and the both of them worked together for Allied Irish Banks. Conflict of interest right away. He actually recused himself off the case and then left it down to Justice O'Hara. He heard a 2-day hearing, 8th of January, 16th of January, and again O'Hara was shown the deal with the competitor, was shown that the charge documents were wrong, showed that land registry was wrong, as I explained in another video. Still wouldn't accept it. 31st of March said no, you have to give possession over. So I have a deal worth 8 to 11 million. 2 judges turns it down. Reason being, the judges knew full well that Lightsource owned these loans. Lightsource actually caught the bank out well there, because obviously when they bought the loans, they had inside information that there was going to be prison built on these lands. David Ford had announced it in 2012. Bank didn't know about it, and what the bank has said themselves, we have mugged these loans away. Now Lightsource has the bank by the balls, and basically Lightsource is saying, we're banning it, no one else is allowed to buy it. I've never seen a bidding book for this land from any of these two cowboys, Thomas Martin Keenan or Colliers. So basically either the court is complicit or they're in the act. Now in another video I'll show you the affidavits that are done challenging the validity of the appointment of the receivers and the notice of motion that the court will not allow to go in.